Once again, good evening, everyone. Although you had a wonderful week thus far, I hope most of you guys have been, back testing and also forward testing, which is basically just, tape reading, looking at current price action, right? So today, right, we'll be going over what has happened, and I will give you guys, right, a forecast of what I expect. So I will be looking at Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, the index futures, trades, and the Forex market, which is something that we usually look at. So tomorrow we have FOMC, right, at 2 p.m., which, right, in my opinion, will be one that will spark interest, right? It will, hopefully give us that move that we, have been waiting for, which is just any form of expansion in any direction, right? We don't really care, right? We just need a range to be established, right? And whenever a range is established, that usually breeds more expansion. So it's what people usually think is that it's just, expansion and consolidation. That's not what it is most of the times. Most of the times it's, price expands, then it either expands again or it just reverses, then it consolidates afterwards, right? So that's basically what we're looking for. High of the week, low of the week, right? I'll just say Thursday right now to, to see most, markets reverse due to the fact that, we have most of the red folder news events on that day. So we expect volatility tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. And I'm expecting, more volatility this week, even more than what I was expecting 30 to 45 minutes ago, due to the fact that there are reports that I believe the U.S. has released some data that, that let me actually get the actual news headline. Biden order for nuclear prep against Russia, China, North Korea. If you guys remember 2 years ago, right, I said that, there will be a time when this will be in the headlines, even if it doesn't happen, right, it's in the headlines, right? And the only reason that they put it in the headlines is to do what? To drive fear, which, is not here. We don't fear anything, right? But God, right? So now you have literally all over the internet, all of these news talking about nuclear war, Russia, China, North Korea, the West just doing what they usually do, trying to make the East look bad. And actually it's the East that's, good. The West is actually garbage, right? The West is shit, which is why, I have set my heart on leaving the West, right? It's garbage. Everything about here is garbage. The education is garbage. The music is garbage. The culture is trash. Everything here is trash. Too much, the violence between people of the same race. Everyone just hates one another. Everyone's always, disrespectful, hating, mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, didn't have to go into that. But yeah, so we have, all of these news, all of the news again from the East as well, where for some reason, right, the East usually has all of the war. Why? Why do you think so? Because it's authentic. The West is not authentic. Nothing about the West is authentic. No one is supposed to even be here. No one, we all moved here. White people came from Europe, black people came from, Africa, and Asian people came from, obviously, Asia, right? Anyways, so we have Iran saying that, they're going to attack Israel, Just saying that, and they keep posting all of the news to get us scared for some reason. Stupid. Anyways, if that actually happens, even if it's a small tactical nuke, right, then even if it doesn't hurt anyone, right, then that would, affect the market, right? So right now, as you guys will see, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, what do we see? We see, price dramatically fell, right? Dropped. For Ethereum, you can see that what happened with just 9 days left, right, in this monthly candle. And this is something that's important. And of course, it is fractal, time is fractal, price is fractal. When you combine them, right, the sequence will be fractal as well. So here, this is a telltale sign, right, of what to expect the next candle to do. So here you can see that what, right, over, a half of the time has passed for this month, right? And we're going to watch this to see what happens when, there's just a quarter of, time left in this month. So here, right, 2/3, I'll say, of time passed. Well, not 2/3, more than that. So here, we are above the half point of where this candle traded. And, right, it's very important to make sure that you're always looking at the CME data for Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Here you can see that we have not traded above the half point as yet, right? And price looks, to be pulling here, right? So it doesn't really matter what happens here. And here you can see that price is further from this high than this is from this high. And that's just my way of just telling you that there could be sequential SMT here, right? It doesn't matter, right? If there is, and then, we have price drop, then we get, the fundamentals, which would be, just something dropping somewhere, right? Something popping off somewhere, right? Then that would give you a reason, right, to expect lower prices with haste. But obviously, we're not, bullish to, to be buying anywhere here, right? If we are buying anywhere, it should be, below these lows. Nowhere else, right? Well, personally, that's my opinion. That's what I believe. That's what I think, right? I'm not about to be buying in premium no matter what, no matter what, right? I'm looking at the monthly time frame for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we'll get back to this, and right, we'll see what transpires. Here, right, you can see me highlight these lows right here, right? These orange lines. So that's to show you that that's liquidity, right? Also, right, it's not anything really, but right, we saw price trade above here and here, right? So the drawn liquidity, right, for this, which was pretty much, right, they didn't give much of a chance to really trade this. And whenever you see something like this happen, right, it's usually, return to all of these gaps right here. They're usually returned to. Why? They just, just ran price up, got everyone excited. Oh, the bull market's back. Price is just going up. Now it's not going to come back down. People are getting interested in stocks now, right? Because one of their cousins, their uncle, their friend got lucky, just bought some random stock, and then it's, green now. And then, right as we have this happening, all of this news, just coming out. And it's insane, right? What's happening hasn't happened before in our lifetime. No one here has, lived to see anything like this happen. It has happened before because, as history repeats itself, but we have not seen this happen before. So anyways, you can see everything right here in this price leg, compared to this is symmetrical, right? So whenever you see some big news event happen and price spikes, then just drops, then, it will be over. Then you see, well, this happened here. They, Iran finally attacked Israel, or you know what to expect. Here, right? We can see that, price just expanded off of these lows without any SMT, not even a precision swing point, right? That did not happen. So everything right here, right, is, I have reason to believe that this is manual intervention, because the algorithm, right, it works based off of what? SMT. SMT causes price reverse. We had SMT here. We had SMT here. SMT was even here, but there's none here, right? Here we had a precision swing point, SMT. Even here we have SMT, but there's none here. All throughout this price action, and you could go back, even here, every turn there's SMT, but not right here. So this gets me excited, right? Even to see all of these candles right here. Why? Because just as how we had these gaps here, be filled, these ones will eventually be filled too, right? This price action right here, it's not, vanilla. It is confusing, right? It's worse. We have all of these geopolitical issues happening right now. And also we have this contract coming to an end very soon. So the contract, you can see it will be expiring Friday the 20th of next month, right? And something to understand, something to know, something very important to understand, as I've said just now, is that whenever we have contract expiries, right, a new quarter begins, which means that a new delivery of price action begins. So if the last quarter, or contract delivered range price action, the next one will be either manipulation or just expansion. But usually, right, and here we have in Q4, the next contract, right here, you can see that this is what? Range price action, right? Price is functioning within this range right here up until the end, right? Here, this high right here, we have this low right here, that's our current range, right? So we want to see what? Sequential SMT followed by a lower time frame sequential SMT and a pullback within the range with fundamental data. Here, right, it's pretty much straightforward right here what happened today, which is, something that we want to see more. So here we have what? Sequential SMT, this is the 15-minute time frame, and this is the daily cycle. So during New York, this is, up to, I believe, 2 months ago, we started to see these types of setups less. But here we can see that they're coming back, which means that we have volatility coming. So that's something to note, right? Usually before you see the higher time frame sequential SMTs working, we see, we're going to see the fingerprints on the lower time frames first. So here we see price run above this high, then drop, then we see sequential SMT again, price run below this low, expands. Also, as I've said before, right, this is the type of price action that creates ranges, right? So if you're someone that, likes to trade ranges, you want to know how a range is formed. It's like this. See here, price failed to break above this high, a sequential SMT. Then here, it failed to break below this low, sequential SMT. Then what happened? Just rallied again and formed a range. The Dow, basically followed what the E-mini NASDAQ did. Here, right, we can see that the pound, right, it actually went where we wanted it to go. This candle right here, which formed after, right, we noted these highs, that the drawn liquidity was above these highs. And if price went above these highs and there's no sequential SMT, what do? Nothing, right? Here, we saw the US dollar just, lose its footing completely for now, right? Below here, we have a liquidity pool. Below here and above, we have a liquidity pool. So the thing to, note is that everything is becoming symmetrical. The US dollar is dropping. The euro is going higher. The Great British Pound is going higher. ES is going higher. The NASDAQ is going higher. And the Dow is in sync as well, right? That's important. Why? That's a telltale sign that we're going to get reversal. And the reversal and expansion will be symmetrical. So this is, what I've been waiting for. Like, we haven't seen this for over a month, symmetrical price action. It's been insane. Actually, trading over the last month has actually been, not the easiest feat. Here, right, we noted this fair value gap right here, if you guys remember. Right here where we have this fair value gap, right, and we have this type of price action, whereas we have price trade with, below here. There's no gap here. But on the higher time frame, right, the daily time frame, what do we have? And this is something that, I believe is important as well. So here we have a 4-hour time frame fair value gap, right here. And you can check this. We talked about it the last time. And we expected price to go higher as well. And also the lowest candle is a precision swing point. And let me just... So here we have a daily FVG, right? Price is trading to a daily FVG. It's not visible here, which, is what you want to see. So to make this understandable, or, more understandable, let's say it this way. If this was a 4-hour time frame fair value gap, right here, but this would be what? the 1 hour time frame. Price trades into a 4 hour time frame fair value gap here, but there is no 1 hour time frame fair value gap. But here, there is a 1 hour time frame fair value gap. That's a cracking correlation. Right here, it looks invisible, like there's no level here if you're just looking at the 4 hour time frame, right? But here, there's a gap. So there's no gap here on the 4 hour time frame. There's a gap here on the 4 hour time frame. But while there is no gap here on this time frame, on the daily time frame, there is a gap. Do you understand? So here, what does this look like? It just looks like price ran below this low. And there is nothing here to support it. Meanwhile, on the daily time frame, there is something to support it. So we'll talk about that more the next time we meet, right? I hope that you found something useful from this. It's probably going to be, a bit confusing, right? It's like, okay, he's saying something new again. Yes. Right? So we'll be back, as I've said, Thursday at the same time. And hopefully by then, right, we get the volatility that we are looking for. With all that being said, good luck and good trading.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Say sorry. Oh, maybe I'll leave. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down